What up, boys? It's almost the end of the league. Just gonna throw a quick hint of chorus at this Mage Blood, see if I can get anything decent. If not, that's okay. Let's do it. Boom. Okay. I'm pretty much done with the league at this point. So I guess we can go over the character. Playing the classic int stacker Jug, 3.2k int. I can have some more, but I have some farming grafts on right now, so can change that later. I forget what grafts I have. I have double 4% intelligence for like if I want to min-max my int. Tried to get a bunch of shaper gloves. Didn't really get the corruption I wanted. I wanted either attack crit or +1 socketed gems for the enlighten, but whatever. This one has no corruption. This one has crit chance, so that's pretty good. Helmet is gonna be, it's pretty bad on the ES because I crafted it and it landed like this, so I'm not gonna complain, but I'm not gonna, do any more work either. Just have an int ES jewel on there. But yeah, this one is for the percent int abyss socket, and then got lucky with some T1 int. I have another base here. I didn't get to it, but it has some memory strands and elevated intelligence. Maybe I'll work on that eventually, but this was my old helm too. Body armor, it's just going to be triple T1, fractured int, and then a res with crafted attributes. And then I have a perfect damage per intelligence with +2 lightning res, because I am running melding. Get to that in a bit. I have 2 helicals, no Calandra's touch sadly, but whatever. This one crafted it with the crit multi-essence and then just annulled down randomly. And this one I crafted with the intelligence essence, prayed for a fracture, got the fracture, then crafted with the crit multi-essence. Amulet is the int stacker amulet, the Crusader Shaper one with the Harvest Reforged influence. Gloves +2 ore gems. I think I have 2 gems that work. Yeah, Grace and Flesh and Stone. Not a top divine, but whatever. I was really just looking for the plus attack. Mage Blood, of course, kind of essential to the build. And then the other essential piece of the build, the Storm Rider boots. I just essence spam these till T1 suppression, and then I just did a bunch of like random crafts till I got everything. I think I suffix locked and then reforged. I think it was either lightning or cold. Pretty sure it was lightning because I remember changing it to cold. So yeah, I think I reforged lightning just so it could get a cold, or just so it could get a res modifier, and then I changed it to cold because I need that. And then prefixes, well, after I did that, I did a suffix lock, reforged crit, and then I slammed and got another influence mod, and then I just elevated it, so that's pretty nice. And then I slammed T1 ES, crafted onslaught, and then flasks. I have phasing so I can suppress cap, and then let me put where's my other flask set up at? Here it is. For bosses, I just use this regen one, so put that on. And then I also have this tincture, T1 pen with a T1 effect. Pretty good for the damage. And I think that's it for the gear. Let me see what I have on the tree. So yeah, Rage Anoint. I have the Ferric Will for the accuracy crit, and then Jug. 2 brute force solutions, just took a bunch of cobalt jewels and corrupted those. Here's one of my perfect clusters. It's 4 damage, 35 effect, attributes and int. And then I have a fractured int with multi, and then max lightning res. Attack damage while dual wielding was pretty lucky, so that's a bonus stat. Storm Shroud is for the Quicksilver Flask here with shock effect, or shock avoid. I didn't go over all the flasks, but you know, crit on phasing, regen on topaz, more res on bismuth, and then avoid shock on quicksilver. And then I have another cluster here. This one's just for the res specifically. T3 energy shield, so that could get better, but you know, I'm kind of tired of spamming alts at this point. Here's the melding. And then here is another int fracture. Max lightning res, multi-jewel, same thing here. Attack speed while holding a shield dead stat, but it's fine. I just needed the 3 stats. And then I have my second perfect cluster. Team on everything, so I have ES effect, attributes, intelligence. Then I have this Watcher's Eye with suppress to get me suppress capped, and then I have the 15% int bound by destiny. Lethal Pride here. I dropped this node because it was kind of not great for my Lethal Pride, but I have armor, damage, double, and double damage. So 10% double damage with, like, you know, the other 2 are decent, I guess. Could farm for more, but don't feel like it. Suppressed tattoos all around just so I can get suppressed capped. And then my last cluster, it's 25% effect, so it's like good enough. I think the only difference is the I'd be missing, what is it, like 1 ES per node here, and then 1% damage with hits and ailments from the cluster itself, so not too bad. It's kind of a settle at this point. Like, I'm not gonna do all the effort for 35%. And then double split personality, intelligence, accuracy rating. Stat wise, I have 88% all res. I could switch the storm shard for 90%, or my other plan was to get that this helm I was gonna awaken or orbit with max lightning res, but like at this point it's like not really worth it. So yeah, 100% spell suppress with 1k regen. What's my attack speed looking like? You know, 26 attacks per second, pretty good. I have 18 mil tooltip. I'm in hideout, so... Oh wait, actually... I have Woke AoE on, so that's less damage. I mean, I break the tooltip once I put that on, so... Yeah. But I like the AoE for mapping. It's pretty nice. But yeah. Attack speed is pretty ridiculous. Like, such a fast character. I don't know. Whirling Blades just seems so annoying to use on this. So, as for gems, I have a 21 Vol Reeve. I was working on... Where is it? Reeve of Refraction, but I don't know. I kind of got impatient with temples. These Shaper Gloves, I have probably 3 times as many. But I kind of just deleted them all because I ran out of space. So, yeah, that's how many temples I've been running. I've been out in jail for about 3 weeks now. So Reeve, Pulverize, AoE, switch that out for volatility when bossing. Woke Multi, level 6 Wed, and Lightning Pen. And then, you know, pretty standard gems all around for the rest. Yeah, pretty strong character overall. Able to tank most things in the game. I did post a clip of me tanking like Uber Maven memory games, so that's pretty strong. Pretty good league overall. I think I might play a little bit more just because I'm a little bored, but for the most part I'm done. Anyways, see you guys in 3.28. POE 2 sucks, by the way. Peace.